Hi, I'm Michelle Leivan with my account is Alla Prima, and I'm here today with Naomi Cashman, who is a watercolor painter who shows at Yale Gallery as well as the Topeka Art Guild.
I have been working in the art field in one way or another for a good share of my life. Growing up, I always enjoyed diddling around with drawings. I remember making clothes for all my dolls. I grew up sewing also. But after I finished high school, I really thought that I wanted to be an art major, but I grew up on a farm, and my parents didn't think I could make a living as an artist. You know, that's an old story. And so I decided not to be an art major. So everything I've learned in the art world, I've learned on my own. I've taken workshops and gone to places where I could learn from other people. After my children, we have two daughters. They were in junior high school, and I was a Girl Scout leader, and I took them to one of the shops in Topeka, and I saw a class of wood carvers, and I thought, oh, that looks like so much fun. So I enrolled in one of the wood carving classes, and I became a wood carver. And I ended up carving ducks and a few other birds for probably 25 years. And I became pretty good at it. I also entered my birds in competitions, and they all won awards. And people, when they saw my carvings, would want to touch them because they thought they looked so soft and so real. After carving for 25 years or so, I probably got a little bit burned out, and my hands were giving out too. I did a lot of the work with power tools and hand tools, and it was really getting hard on my hands. So I decided, well, I really need to find something else to do. So I quit the carving, just cold turkey. It took me a little while to figure out what I wanted to do next. I wanted something altogether different, something I hadn't done before. So since I'd worked with oils for so long, I decided to try watercolor. And finally, after about these fits and starts, after about 4 years, I finally decided, well, I really need to get a little more serious about this. I finally got courageous enough to exhibit a piece or two, and one of the first pieces I did sold.
Oh, that's encouraging.
And I was so ecstatic. Well, maybe people do like my work. I've been continuing to watercolor since. I love doing landscapes because that takes me outdoors.
Now, do you do the process of plein air?
I have done that also. I painted in the Inslee Garden plein air several years ago. I painted in the Topeka plein air that Southwind Gallery had. I did the one at Washburn a couple years ago. So I have done that several times. My first encounter with plein air was frustrating because there was so much around me. It was hard to focus. It was a very hot, sunny day, and I kept having to move my spot because it was so hot in the sun.
Yes.
But I came up with a painting, and it eventually sold. And each of my other paintings that I painted in the plein air events have also sold.
And you do those also in watercolor?
Yes. I've been doing everything, all my paintings in watercolor these days. I love the way when you wet your paper, the paint just flows. And it's always fun to see the colors mix on the paper and just to see what happens when you mix the pigment with water. My painting tends to be, how shall I say, tight and very, I'm looking for the word, they're not loose like your painting is. My style is altogether different.
Right.
Yeah. And I think that's one of the things that makes art fun to look at, is because every artist sees things different and their style of painting is different, and you and I can sit and look at the same subject matter, but my painting will be totally different from yours. And I think that really makes art fun to look at.